Hello, strangers. Welcome to Albert Reads the Hits. This is the number ones for 1960, for the 1960s. And our first song, number one, that is Marty Robbins' El Paso. It was the first number one song of 1960, in the 1960s also. It was number one for 2 weeks, from January 1st, 1960 until January 18th, 1960. It's a kind of a country western type song. It's a gunfighter ballad, and it's rather long. So you see it got front and back, much longer than most of the songs that we've been doing from the 40s. So I'm gonna get right to it. All right, Marty Robbins, singer-songwriter. He wrote the song also. If I'd mentioned that, far cry from the 40s, where the person the artist who was getting credit for the song was usually the band leader, neither the singer nor the songwriter. So here we go. Marty Robbins, El Paso, first number one song, 1960. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rosa's cantina, music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain, I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I loved. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, and that was to run. Out through the back door of Rosa's I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one. It looked like it could run. Up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso, out to the Badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything's gone in life, nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet may find me. Tonight, nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last, here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rosa's cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left ride a dozen or more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rosa's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel a bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss, and Felina, goodbye. Well, the guy died. He was in love with a beautiful, beautiful Mexican girl named Felina. She had another man. He killed the guy, ran off. Then when he came back to find the girl, his friends or the police or some posse shot him. So, but he died in her arms. Tells a good story. You know, it's very Western. You can almost see, you know, you're watching something from the 50s with John Wayne or something like that. But even, you know, for a country song, it's a good song. It's the music for it is nice. It's, you know, he's not singing about you know, his truck or his dog or anything like that. It's a love story, a tragic love story. So, but I'd give it a listen. You know, I'll have the link for it at the end of the video. Um, one thing two things mentioned if I didn't say it already. It's this song is called the Gunfighter Ballad. I don't know if that was a popular thing in the late '50s and the '60s, but it seems appropriate for the popular movies of the time. Westerns were very popular then. And lastly, I've never watched Breaking Bad. I know it's a very popular show, very good show. But the finale actually has several allusions to this song. I'm not going to spoil anything, but check it out if you're a fan of that show. Go back and listen to this song. Go back and watch the finale. Maybe you can pick up on a few of the allusions. And one thing, the name of the girl in the song, Felina, is an anagram for finale of Breaking Bad. So the producers, directors, writers obviously had this song in mind when they were writing the final episode. So yeah, that was El Paso, or as the gringos would call it, The Pass. Marty Robbins, again, the first #1 song from the 1960s, was #1 for 2 weeks, not 1 week, 2 weeks. The first #1 for 2 weeks. And that about does it, strangers. You know, I got, as always, do like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, email your mom, let them know about the channel, let them know about what's going on. Next video will be for the #1 song from the '70s. I don't have it in front of me. I don't remember what it was, but I assure you it's a good song because it's a #1. But that's what I have for you today, strangers. Do remember to, as always, tip your servers, tip your bartenders, tip your rideshare drivers, and your delivery drivers. They appreciate it. And I will see you next time when we get into the '70s. All right. Have a good night, strangers. Have a good day, strangers. Whatever time of the day that you're watching this, and we'll see you next time.